Hey, so we're looking at ticker symbol PDYPF, and this is Flutter. And the reason why we put this in our hype stock category is because Flutter owns FanDuel. FanDuel is a sports betting app. I think that is an up and coming market for the United States. I know multiple states allow gambling now. I think more will continue to allow gambling to take place, and so that's kind of why this one's included in our stocks to follow. We have DraftKings in this one. This is I'm pretty sure DraftKings, at least in terms of like sports gambling, is more prevalent in the market, but FanDuel owns a piece. And what's nice about Flutter is that they're more diversified. They're not just sports gambling. They also have, I think they also do like movies and just entertainment in general. So that kind of gives us a nice diversity. So uh, let's just kind of look a little closer. So again, this is a weekly chart, and we'll just zoom in. So we'll zoom into about, let's just go all the way up to about 22. So we have 2022 right at the beginning of the year back here. And so right now you can see where we are. It seems like we're still in that uptrend. Last time we looked at this was about 3 weeks ago. So that was right around this bar. And it looks like we probably should have bought this one when we had the chance. I considered it. I'm not sure why I marked buy at 154. Just because I'm looking at the charts, I guess. Yeah, I would have thought I would have said 158 as opposed to 154. I guess I was just a little off on that one, but nevertheless, so it's currently trading at 181. Man, it's locked in. So we probably missed out on this one. So hopefully it pulls back. It seems like, at least so far as I'm looking at these stocks, a lot of them are in this uptrend. And if that uptrend continues, that means we want to just buy the dips whenever we can. I mean, that's kind of how this works, is when you're in this bull market, you want to buy the dips and then watch it continue to rise. But whenever we're in this downtrend market, you kind of have to have the reverse approach when it comes to stocks. But we're seeing so far a lot of companies seem to be having this uptrend. So that's a positive thing for the market. We'll kind of see how it plays out over time. But we'll stretch this out for another couple weeks, see if we can catch this one at another point. And so what we're doing, at least when it comes to uptrend stocks, is we almost just don't even look at the horizontal lines. I do factor them in, but again, we would want to buy the dips. So like, man, this one's weird. There just was no action on this for 1 week, but so for this one, basically that's why we have these purple trend lines in here. And let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so what I'm looking for currently, it's currently at the upper end of the trend line, so the upper purple line. What I'm looking for, even if it is at a higher price than I originally jotted down in my notes, if it's closer to the bottom purple line, that's going to be a time for me to buy into this one. So if we just look back to the beginning of this uptrend, like down here would have been a good one. Here's a good one. Here's another one. So there, so far in this uptrend that started back in July of 22 when it hit the bottom, there's been, I'm going to count this as 2 times, 3, 4 opportunities. This one's very close. I could count it, but there's been 4 opportunities. I'm sure there's going to be another one coming up. But right now, it's at the top. Again, if we kind of go back to the original analysis where we drew in our horizontal lines, it's still within the blue range, which for us, that was our fair value range. So right now it's nearing the top end of the fair value. I kind of wish I would have picked this one up. Maybe I did. I'll have to check. I don't know if I did. I feel like I didn't, only because my chart is orange. If I bought it, it would have been blue or green. So yeah, I probably didn't add this one, and kind of stinks I didn't. But uh, hopefully we get another chance in the near future. But right now, I probably am not going to buy this one. I realize it's gone up consistently 4 weeks in a row. A full month it's gone up, and it could continue that way. I think we will start to pull back. I think that's kind of another reason why we have the horizontal lines, because that 186, if we pull back, it actually seemed like that was kind of more of a support line. It kind of acted as resistance a little bit back in 2020, but not really since then. This one could just continue to rally, in all honesty, until 214. So I might regret that, but um, I'll stick to my method for now. I think at some point we will touch the bottom of this trend line, and hopefully that ends up being a better price than it stands today at 181. But you know, hypothetically, what could happen is over next week or the next couple weeks, hopefully it trends down and touches the lower purple line, wherever that might be, maybe 170, uh, possibly in the 160s. That would be decent, especially because we passed it this one back at 159. So it'd be nice if we could catch it again, at least in the 160s. But I think just kind of how this one's trending, uh, maybe we'll catch it in like the low 170s. That seems more realistic. We'll continue to look into it, but yeah, this one is in a strong uptrend. Strong uptrend for how long's it been like that? Since about July of last year, so like 9 months. For like nine months. So yeah, there'll be more opportunities, but boy, that we should have got in on this one sooner. But okay, so right now it's at 181, very close to 182, but 181. A buy point for me, at least for like next week, maybe that's where it came in, the 154. Let me just look back. It looks like I looked at it this week. I don't know. 150. I guess that's where it came from. We probably looked at it midweek, and I was looking at the purple line, so I was hoping it would pull back to 154. It obviously didn't, so I think that's where it came in. So if we just kind of project, we'll just give, say, 2 or 3 weeks. If we can catch this one at about, say, 166, I'd be okay with that. And then, of course, I think we'll run into some resistance up at 214. And then let me just update the date so we're all on the same page. And yeah, we'll just continue to track this one. Again, what's nice about this one is there's not much trade volume. So this one has potential to really run, and I don't really want to miss this one. Yeah, I'm probably not going to add, even though a part of me wants to. I think it's going to have to pull back at some point. I don't know how much. We'll find out. But that is very interesting. I mean, it's growing so rapidly, and let me just see on the screen. Like, you can't even see it. When I look at, I mean, maybe your monitor, if you're looking at this, you'll be able to see it better, but like, you really can't see any of these bars. They're so tiny. But once you get back to the strong sell pressure, that's when we have at least decent volume. But right now, like, there's like no trade activity with this one, and maybe that's why it's fluctuating so much. Um, but yeah, if we can get some of these bigger bars, that could I tell you what, this one has potential based on that trade value or trade volume. If some big company, some big investment company comes across this one and likes it, they have an opportunity to really send this one to the moon. Um, we'll continue to watch this. This one might be another one that I just regret. I tried to pinch too many pennies on it, but we'll just play it as it is. And right now, I think it's a little bit overvalued. If it can pull back closer to that lower purple line, wherever that might be, that's what I'm waiting for. So let me just kind of share what we updated right now. So here we are. Currently, it's at 181. That buy point for me, I'm hoping it pulls back close to like 166 over the next couple weeks. If it gets lower, obviously that's better. And then I think we're going to run to resistance. Again, I'm more of the buy and hold strategy. So even though I have this marked out, that's more just for me to understand that, hey, 214 for this one, probably going to struggle to top that value. Not saying you can't. It's just I think that's kind of going to be a struggle point. So depending on where I buy this, there's potential that I might sell out of the position, and I'll of course be as open as possible when we come across that. But and then I left this note for us. It's in a strong uptrend, and it's been that way for 9 months. So that is something that we're going to have to monitor. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Please like, subscribe, and if you have any insight on this one, by all means, let me know in the comments, and we can kind of go back and forth on that. I'd be very interested. So otherwise, that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.